Goodness, that's a lot of anti-lag. He must be buying his petrol at a cheaper rate than I am. Anyway folks, welcome back to another video, and I still hope you're all fit and well, hey. I'm out after the wood pigeons again, this time in an evening. It's about 3 to 4 hours to dark. I'll not probably get a big bag, but I still should be able to get a good bit of sport. I'm just finishing setting up the hide. It's one of the double bush pop-up hides from Bushware, and I've draped a camouflage net round it and then pulled a lot of sticky weed out of the hedge to put over the top of it. The problem with sticky weed is the seeds get everywhere. You get absolutely chloride with them, which ends up into the car, then your home, over the floor, the furniture, and then the wife's like, "Hey, what's all this stuff you're traipsing into the house, hey? I hope you're for cleaning that up." But she does make a great game pie. Plus, she doesn't really sound like that. Do you, pet? Oh, okay. Where were we? Yeah, yes, the pigeons. Right. The farmer was going up and down the farm track, putting slurry out that evening, and you would hear him furiously beeping away at the horn, trying to flush pigeons out of a hole in the standing barley in the next field. The funny thing is, I checked this ground about half an hour ago on the way home from work, and the birds were all feeding in this small field that I'm setting up in now, and had no interest in the hole in the barley. But by the time I'd got my gear and returned, their interest had totally changed. Otherwise, I would have brought the shotgun and set up in a different area. It was quite still that evening, so I set the decoys out quite randomly, either side of the hide, with an opening in the middle, right in front of the hide, hopefully for incoming birds to land in. I don't actually remember the make of the decoys, but they're a full-bodied flocked decoy that I touched up with some paint some years ago. Once I got myself into the hide, I found I had a bit of a problem with my shooting sticks. I heard something drop into the stubble as I walked across the field, but since I couldn't see anything, I thought nothing more of it.
That's not good.
But it was obviously one of the bolts holding the shooting sticks together had fell out. Thankfully though, I was able to fit the sticks back together again in a strong enough manner to be able to still shoot off it, so long as I was gentle with them. The rifle I have with me this evening is my John Bowkett blueprinted BSA Super 10 in 22 caliber, running at about 15 foot-pounds of energy, as it's on my FAC. The scope I'm using is a Nikko Stirling 4-16 by 44 Targetmaster with LRX radical.
Nope. Very well. The close ones for some reason.
The scope cam footage is filmed through a Tactacam Solo Extreme and FTS unit, as the original 5.0 unit that I was using finally gave up the ghost after 3 years of use with shotguns, centerfire rifles and even spring-powered air rifles. Yeah, I'm on the phone to the wife, and thankfully she's patient enough to wait for me to take a shot while she's on the line. You see, I told you she didn't sound like that! Ah!
Oh, hang on. Missed that one.
Just pulled the shot to the left hand side.
to go down. He has to go down.
That had to be a dead bird flying, as I put that pellet just above the shoulder. But sometimes that happens, and the bird will make it maybe to the nearest tree and then just drop dead. Anyhow, I thought it'd be a good time to dander out and set any of the birds I have shot up as decoys, using a little stiff piece of wire about 6-7 inches long up into the chin. That was a pretty close one, as it was out of focus, and I didn't really have time to adjust the parallax. Not sure what happened there, but thankfully I was able to finish it with a headshot in the end. Ah, nuts. Just missed to the left again. If you're wondering why the scope cam footage is floating around so much, it's because I forgot to turn off the stability control in the Tactacam. I'll just have another wee tidy up here, as sometimes when you hit the birds right on the button with that high shoulder shot, they just fold up and lie down almost like a decoy, but others will roll onto their back or sometimes lie with their wing open, which is a sure sign of danger for any incoming birds. Oh, what's this? Well, looks like it's either a feral pigeon, which I can't shoot, or somebody's racing pigeon, which I can't shoot. And since I can't clearly see if there's any rings on its leg, I'm going to leave it well alone. I don't know what I did wrong there, but at this point I thought I rolled over dead in the straw. Then a second pigeon landed more or less in the same area. I could only see its head at what I thought was about 30 yards. And missed. only for a third pigeon's head to appear, which I didn't miss.
I should have lined this further than I thought.
Or was it the first pigeon that I thought was already dead? I'm not quite sure. Yet another out of focus close one there. Well, it was a fun evening while it lasted, but it's starting to get dark now, so I better tidy things up and head home. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed that. I know it wasn't a terribly big bag of birds, but at least it proves you don't have to get up at the crack of dawn to shoot wood pigeons. And I have more wood pigeon footage to come, not only on this channel with the air rifle, but also my other channel, Nitro HV with a shotgun. But until then, take care and look after yourselves, hey! Yahoo!